Hello everyone and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda, Phantom Hourglass. In the last episode we came here to the ghost ship and we helped out the four diabolical Cubus sisters, but then defeated them at their own game. We got the ghost key which allows us to open this door. The Reaplings have gone now, a lot of the evil has fled the ship, so with that we can head down properly into the bowels of the ship in search of Tetra. It's not even the bowels, it's the opposite of the bowels, we're heading up to the helm.
Is that Tetra? What are we gonna do? She's a statue.
Oh, hey, sorry I'm late, kid. That fog just disappeared, so I charged in to find you. So, about that treasure, you got piles of it, right?
How can you even say that? The doctor's friend is in trouble, and all you can think about is treasure?
Oh, so this is your friend. I must say she's looking a bit pale. Oh, something isn't right with this girl. The soul didn't get sucked away, did it? This evil ship drained away her life force.
Grandpa, what are you doing here?
If you have come this far, Doctor, the power of the hero is with you. Now is the time for me to tell the rest of the story. You're a clever boy. You may already know this. You see, these seas are my domain. I am not Oceus. I am the Ocean King. I was savagely attacked by an unfathomable evil. His name is Bellum. His evil ran so deep that it leached the very life force from me. As you know, every creature in this world possesses a sacred power. This power is called life force. The sand of ours is a physical manifestation of that power. And that is what brought them here. I struggled against my attacker in a great clash. But his evil was so dark that it slowly drained away my own life force. He was always a step ahead of my attacks, and I was eventually overcome. I was dragged to the sunless depths of the temple. Sealed up, my life force continues to drain away. Using the life force he leached from me, his evil spread and bred more and more foul monsters. The spirits of power and wisdom were also imprisoned. But Seela managed to split her soul and escape. That split was why so much of her memory was lost. Even among the monsters born of the Sand of Hours, some are especially evil. The phantoms who roam my temple take after the evil of their master. Supernatural strength wrapped in plate armor, virtually invincible. They prowl the temple, searching for victims. No one can harm them. Of course, they were created to be untouchable. I had but one option. My ocean of strength had drained to just a puddle. Using my last ounce of strength, I cloned myself, just as Seela did. Then I made a humble home on Murkay Island. I used the Sand of Hours to make this hourglass and enter the temple. I studied my foes, searching for ways to defeat Bellum, and waited for my chance. Seela, I'm sorry I couldn't tell you sooner. I was worried about the spirits of power and wisdom. I never expected to find you on the beach. You'd lost your memory and monsters were nearby. I thought it best to keep quiet until the time came. The seas island are rich with life force. The evil things must have appeared to devour that. They just want to fill their empty bellies. They hunger for life force. The ghost ship was made to drain that life force. They used a story of treasure to lure people in. It wasn't enough for Bellum to steal my life force. He had to take what little he could from the people.
Tetra must have had a bold, vibrant soul. The ghost ship was drawn to that power. She didn't find it, it found her.
Wait, so you're saying there's no treasure? Yes, that's what I'm saying. From what I can sense, Tetra is still alive. Defeat that monster before my life force is depleted. I must get the Sand of Hours back. With it, I can return Tetra's life force and restore her. There is an island north of the Isle of Gust. Go there and find Zauz. He is a blacksmith. He will tell you more about the great evil. He knows how to slay Bellum. This is some kind of sick joke, old man. The treasure! What about all the treasure? That was the only reason I put my life on the line, and now there's no treasure? Well, I quit.
You quit? Didn't you even listen to his story? You're a man of the sea. Don't you want to help the Ocean King?
No, and you can't use my ship anymore. No, I would never ask you to do this for free. If you help us defeat Bellum, I will grant you one wish. What do you say to that? Hey, quit standing around, kid. The Ocean King is in trouble. Ship out, kid. Anchors away. I said move it. Huh. One word about a wish and he leaped into action. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have involved you and Tetra in all this. With your power, you can defeat Bellum. My real body is sealed away deep in the temple. Bellum should be there too. Normally, I would be fighting this battle myself, but you are our only hope. We're counting on you, Doctor. What are you doing, Doctor? Grab that friend of yours and get back to my ship! All right, Doctor. We've got to get out of here. This is no time to sit around with your mouth hanging open. The old man said that Zauz the blacksmith holds the clue we're looking for. We have to find that blacksmith and defeat Bellum. And then the treasure will be in my hands. Ha ha ha!
What is with you? Ugh, do we really need to take this guy with us, Doctor?
Anyway, let's get going.
Zauz lives on the island to the north of the Isle of Gust, right? It should be a short trip from here.
Yep, let's stop wasting time. Let's go, ship out! We've actually met Zauz before, you may remember, so we'll just go over there. I love that scene. It's good for, revealing a lot of the truths about this game, and it's also, it's a bit of a Zelda tradition as well, that after, you do the first 3 dungeons and learn something about the nature of the evil, that also your companion often changes their approach. Like, so when Midna starts dying in Twilight Princess and she becomes much more tolerable, I love that Linebeck's like, no, you can't help. He's like, but if I gave you a wish, which could be anything, and he just, that little bit of music, Linebeck leaps into action, is just perfect for capturing his theme, where he's sitting like, yes, we've got to go! Everyone's life is on the line. It's like, yeah, you just want the treasure, you fuck. But there we go. Anyway, we're going to land here and go in and see Zauz the blacksmith. Doctor, I knew you'd be visiting soon.
Zauz, so you know Grandpa. How do you know him?
You see, for generations, our ancestors lived to serve the Ocean King. They defended the Ocean King in an age where great evil lurked in the sea. My people forged our own weapons and fought in epic battles. You seek one of those great weapons, an artifact called the Phantom Sword.
So we need that sword to defeat Bellum, like Grandpa told us?
That's right. Bellum has the power to drink the life force from you. Only the Phantom Sword can slay him. Now you must find the Phantom Sword and defeat him, Doctor.
Okay, let's get Bellum, Doctor. So Zauz, will you let us borrow that Phantom Sword?
I no longer have it.
What? You don't?
No, I do not.
You've got to be kidding. Why tell us how we should defeat Bellum when it's pretty much impossible?
Don't jump to conclusions. I am Zauz, the blacksmith. I may not have one now, but I can make one.
Oh, you can? Okay then. Well, what are you waiting for? Make one.
I can't.
You can't. What do you mean you can't make one for us? Are you joking?
The Phantom Sword is no ordinary sword. When forged, normal metal can never handle that kind of sacred power. Aquanine, azurine, and crimsonine. These pure metals must be forged together to make the Phantom Sword.
Come on, Doctor, let's go find those 3 pure metals. Where can we find them?
Long ago, the Ocean King gifted the pure metals to 3 tribes in this world. The 3 tribes must have passed these treasures down over generations. Visit those tribes and they'll be able to tell you the location of the metals.
3 tribes? But where are we supposed to go? We've travelled a lot. We've never met anyone who'd have a pure metal.
You must go in search of sea charts. You'll need more sea charts in addition to the ones you already have. Enter the temple of the fucking Ocean King and get the next sea chart.
But we already got to the bottom of the Temple of the Ocean King. There weren't any more paths we could have taken.
There was a door you could open by drawing a symbol, was there not? If you draw this symbol on that door, another way should open to you.
Wow, who knew that door had such an amazing secret? Make a note of the symbol and let's go to the temple, Doctor.
Good luck out there, Doctor. So if we look at this symbol, yes, it's a Triforce, and this little symbol here means, in the top right, means that you draw it from the top going that way, and then the rest of it just has to be all drawn in one stroke, which we'll show when we get there. Yes, we're not done with the Temple of the Ocean King. Not by a long shot, and it's about to get much more irritating. And that's what we're going to be doing for the remainder of this episode and a huge chunk of next episode. So, let's head over to the Temple of the Ocean King. So, you found out how to defeat that monster Bellum, eh? What? A sword? Pure metal? Ugh, why is it every time we... Ugh, fine, I'll follow you to the end, but only because of how desperate you are. And then you'll beat up Bellum. Got that, Doctor? Well, we gotta set sail. All aboard! We're off to the sea! And yes, let's head off to the Temple of the Ocean King. Oh, first though, how will we have post? This is a letter from Linebeck. Here goes. From Linebeck to the Doctor. Okay, this is weird. Why am I writing to you when we're together all the time? But just give me a moment to remember why I was writing to you. Oh yes, so I'm writing because I'm grateful now. Happy, right? Happy? Thanks? Okay, there, I've said it. This is awkward. What next? How about, thanks for working like a dog for me, you treasure dog? See, that's something you can't just say to a guy's face, you know? One more thing, a gift to show my thanks. Keep it to yourself, or else. And he gives us the Barrel Shack ship parts. Go to the shipyard to customize your ship. You know what? I will go and add that on now, because actually that's quite funny. It's the first bridge we've got. And that's the end of it. Got all that, sir? Then I'm out of here. Yeah, it is weird that Linebeck sent you a letter there rather than just talking to you on your ship, but there we go. It's horrifying demon prowl there as well. Let's slap that on. Now that is an experience, to say the absolute least. Right, now we're actually going to head up to the Temple of the Ocean King. But as we approach the temple...
Another earthquake! I can sense it. It's coming from the temple, deep beneath it. So Bellum must be causing the earthquakes that keep rattling the island. Hurry, let's get that sea chart and find those pure metals.
So, let's head down to the first floor of the temple. 16 minutes in the Hourglass, which is pretty good. But we are going significantly deeper. So here, something new happens. This phantom is not like other ones, it's pink.
That one is red. Well, it's pink, but there we go. Why is that phantom red? It looks more powerful than the ones we've had to face before. That evil monster is a swift phantom. As you might have guessed, they're much faster than other phantoms. Oh, great. Even if they are fast, it doesn't matter as long as they don't see you, right? He's right, so to be extra careful and sneaky, Doctor.
So, this is a way in which they, liven up the earlier floors a little bit, is by introducing Swift Phantoms, which just move around faster and make the whole thing more annoying. Beyond that, I am just going to power through some of these early floors. I'll see you next on the third floor. Now, on this floor, everything is replaced with Swifties as well. I like the idea of it being fans of Taylor Swift. But other than that, this floor plays out broadly the same. But there is something we can briefly do as well. You'll notice over there is that eye switch, which I will get to in just a second. So that's something obviously we can only interact with. Now we have the bow and arrow. You turn those spikes off. Secondly, as well, this guy here. In the past, we have put him in the bin to get the key off him, but now phantoms, much like reaplings, can be stunned by being shot in the back. And so we can stun him there rather than actually killing him, though in some ways on this floor it is actually easier to kill phantoms rather than stunning them, because then it means you're that means they're out of your way. Power gem for doing that, though. You notice it was a slight timed thing. And then this also just proceeds as normal. Now on this floor, there's various wind traps, which you can actually disable all of them by just kind of like shooting that, which makes your life a lot easier from here. And we've got this guy mostly just moving around in that thing. Other than that, this floor is also broadly similar, but you may remember there was a skeleton on this floor that basically said, hey, if you ever find yourself in this area again, come and talk to me and I'll give you some more wisdom. He's just up there by that key, so we'll get to him in just a second. Oh, who goes there? We've been seen. Well, that'll at least open the way through to it, but I think we might be slightly fucked. Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen this yet. When you get hit by a phantom, you lose 30 seconds. And then you're back here, so... It is what it is. It's more of an irritant than anything else. But, oh shit, he's seen us again. Well, fuck it, we'll just go in here and hide. Yeah, when they're closing in on you, as you can see there, Swifties are real fast. But yeah, this guy now says, I will teach you something valuable for stopping by. Use that device you have to take aims at the phantoms from behind. Even if they are invincible, it should still have an effect. Basically telling you, hey, you can stun phantoms. Oh, he's going to go around that way, so we'll go around this bottom way. Now on this floor, you also have an eye switch here. You hit it, and you gain slightly faster access to this storagey area. And, you know, when you're getting 30 seconds from doing it, quick access is kind of everything. Other than that, this floor is broadly similar. The enemies you have to fight in it are slightly harder. Like here, it gives you, for example, bubbles, but bubbles are nice and easy to kill with bow and arrow, he says. And then, I'll just grab the seconds you get for doing this. Then in the second chunk, there's some more enemies, which are also a little harder. Now it's a couple of Moldorms, and again, to kill these quickly, you just want to shoot them. And because it is, of course, the Temple of the Ocean King, you gotta remember that speed is everything. That actually even hearts don't really matter so much as speed does. But frankly, as long as you can wrap these fights up in about 15 seconds or less, you won't lose time. Using that boomerang there, it gets a chest here, which contains a big green rupee, because everything resets in here, which is nice. And then we can head down to this final floor. So here, once again, you have Swifties, but they are... It's just that one kind of going around, and I'm going to try and... Oh!
So, we're finally here at the crested door. Do you remember the shape that Zal's the blacksmith showed us? Come on, Doctor, write it on the door.
I'm just going to take out this eye first, because the phantom eyes are annoying. And then, with that out the way, once the phantom's gone, there is a eye switch there, which makes the chest appear over there. Which is also timed, so running past this phantom eye on the right is very difficult to under time circumstances. But, there we go. There's another treasure map for the collection. That's up in the north. We'll deal with that a little later. And now all we need to do is just get over to the... Oh, that one's got spikes in front of it. Just get over to the door, but we don't have to do any of the stuff with the crest or anything like that. We just pop up here, turn that off, and here we go. So now instead of drawing the hourglass, we draw, starting from the top left, the Triforce, which means you have to go up there, then there, then there, then there, and there we go. And now we have a different route. But we have something interesting first. We have a breakpoint.
This room looks different than it did last time. Maybe we went to another place when we used that crest Zal showed us. Hey Doctor, it's my turn now. This is the door of courage. Only the power of courage can open it. Come on, Doctor, get your courage up and tap it.
You can actually, if you know that Triforce symbol and draw it, you can get here at any point. Like last time we were in the Temple of the Ocean King, it's just, there'll be a courage door which you can't open. If we talk to this ghost here, hey! Dark terrors lurk ahead. I'll share something with you that will help. I'll share something with you that will help you survive. Step into the yellow light to save your journey time and return to the temple entrance. Step into the yellow light of the temple entrance to return here instantly. In other words, this is a midway point. So this is quite useful. If we leave, then it'll say, it took you this long to reach this room, 3 minutes 30. Want to return to the surface? And you can do that. And this holds for the rest of the game, which means we don't have to do those earlier levels. And now, especially because we've gathered all the bonus stuff in it, it is quite handy to do that. It is a midway point, though, in terms of it only just restores our progress. So, if I get... Oh, not you. If we go back in, then it'll say... Return to the 6th floor using 3 minutes 30 seconds? Yes. I am not kidding. This is the halfway point on the Temple of the Ocean King. Obviously, we've got more than enough time, but it gives you an idea how much more there is still to go. We're not going all the way to the bottom in this, but also this is not the last time we're going to be the Temple of the Ocean King. I'm not kidding when I say people fucking hate this for how many times you have to do this, and it's not a particularly fun mechanic. Anyway, we are actually going to hold the episode here, so thank you. Well, we're going to crack open the Dwarf Courage, and then we'll hold it there. So, thank you very much for watching. We have learned about Bellum, the true evil of the game, and we know we need to get 3 pure metals to forge the Phantom Sword to defeat him. And the only way to do that, apparently, is to get sea charts from the bottom of the Temple of the Ocean King. Why are the sea charts only in here in the whole world? No one ever gives a satisfactory explanation to that, but there we go. Hope you'll join me next time, where we will be going further into the Temple of the Ocean King. Thank you very much, and good day.